Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. For the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And if I watched this defense last week and I'm the quarterback and I'm starting out on the drive, I am not throwing the ball near these guys. I'm going to play it safe, and he forces the ball right off the jump. They had 5 a week ago. First drive, they got another one here today.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The run from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
To the air, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't go with it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Finds a little space. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many Braves before them. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Up-tempo for the offense.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Bringing the heat. The sure hands, it's Edwards. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
To the air, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Hale.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. The Tide will get the 1st down. You know, some people think it's a gamble, but sometimes it's really not. It's just a smart play to go for it on 4th down.
One thing you know is you're only going to have so many possessions. So the more you punt, the more you give it up. Obviously, you're not going to score, and the field position game is kind of going out the window. So, yes, you definitely go for it more, and you've seen more success, and you've seen more points than ever.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Moving away from pressure. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going up top again. Here comes the heat. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quickly complete. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Alabama pushing the tempo. Leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown time!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Throwing right. He's got it. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first down. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Dogs! Great job by the back on the option.
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, create an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the first down.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. Bust through, just dismissing tackles. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on fourth down? And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Duke. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Young. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Russell. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
All right, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the Honey Badger before the Honey Badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Pressure coming. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He'll do it himself. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Looking for room. It's Frazier. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Here's the pressure. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Quarterback on the keeper. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
no good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The play action fake. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Start from their own 21. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Rolling right and going deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.